to resign, and it's all over the use of a book about working with young children. Joining our discussion is our racial equity expert, Dr. Rosemarie Allen. Good morning, Dr. Allen. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
So, Dr. Barbara Cooper was forced to resign. Tell us about the book in question here.
Yes, the book is called Developmentally Appropriate Practices, and it was created by the National Association for the Education of Young Children. This book is a culmination of decades of research, science, and scholarship on how best to teach children and to prepare them for the world. And Jordan is actually the foundational book for the entire early childhood workforce.
This is not the only book that's come under fire as of late. Of course, these are battles that we're seen playing out happening across several states. With this particular book, though, why do you think it sparked so much tension here and was declared unfit for young children?
You know, it's really amazing, but it's part of this anti-woke movement. And when we think about this movement, we have to understand it's really an attack on diversity, inclusion, and difference. The book is designed to give teachers the tools that they need to ensure that children embrace and honor and value the ways in which we're all unique. It's the tools to prepare children to live in a very diverse diverse environment.
Can I ask your definition of anti-woke? Because, hearing this across the board, it sounds like it's really subjective depending on people's perception of that. When we say that here, what does that mean?
Well, I believe it's, like I said, it's an attack on diversity.
Right.
Anything that says we should honor the ways in which all people are different, that's woke. It's woke when you accept racial differences, linguistic differences, gender differences, sexual orientation. The woke movement, anti-woke movement, says that those things cannot be front and center in our lives, even though they're front and center in the world.
So I want to flip the question on you now, because that was the argument against this book. You have an argument for this book.
Absolutely, I do. First, we have to understand that a child's brain, 90% of a child's brain is developed by the time they're 5. By the time children are 3 years old, they're already categorizing children and each other based on difference. They're matching children based on race, what your family looks like, your hair texture, how you speak. By the time children are 6, they have the same level of implicit bias as the adults in their environment. Imagine what would happen if we were not intentional about teaching children to accept differences. We would place this heavy burden on them to make sense of a world that they don't understand, they're not prepared for, and then we'll leave them to their own 3 and 4-year-old understanding.
Right.
To make sense of the world around them.
To let them just be those 3 and 4-year-olds without adding this added pressure to them.
Absolutely.
So what can we do to help in this situation?
Well, the first thing we have to do is trust the researchers, trust the teachers, and trust the families in knowing and understanding that children must be prepared to live in this amazingly diverse world. We have to support the National Association for the Education of Young Children. We can support them by going to their website, writing letters in support of what's happening, writing letters in support of all of the work that they're doing to prepare our workforce, to ensure that every child has access to optimal learning environments, strategies and techniques, and their teachers are prepared to help them through this.
Giving every kid their best chance and that solid foundation to grow from.
Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Allen, thank you for the conversation. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you again for having me.
And thank you for being with us. Let's get a check of your forecast now with Ed.
All right, Jordan, thank you.